August 28, 1963, Washington, D.C., the heart of America. 250,000 people came together, yearning for equality and justice. This was one of history's largest peaceful demonstrations. This was the setting for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech, one of the most important moments of the civil rights movement. King's voice was the echo of freedom. King's words, echoing from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, were like thunder across the country. Every word was a call for hope and change. This wasn't just a speech, it was proof of the human spirit's unwavering desire for freedom and equality. It resonated in everyone's heart. King's words weren't just heard, they were felt, etched into America's soul, and forever changed its course. This was the awakening of a nation. The "I Have a Dream" speech was the culmination of centuries of struggle, a symphony of voices rising from the depths of pain and oppression. This was one of the most powerful moments in human history. Throughout his speech, King skillfully used pathos, the art of emotional appeal. He spoke of the shameful situation of discrimination, the whirlwinds of revolt, and the urgency of the moment. He touched upon the yearning for a just society where his children would be judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. He articulated a clear and compelling vision of a society where equality reigned. This vision, so simple yet profound, resonated deeply with people of all races and backgrounds. King's speech wasn't just a passionate plea, it was the product of deep knowledge and understanding. It was a carefully constructed argument based on logic and morality. Every word encouraged his listeners to think and to act. He reminded his audience of the nation's founding documents, reminding them that all men are created equal. These documents were the cornerstones of his message. He skillfully used logos, appealing to logic and reason, to dismantle the flawed arguments used to justify discrimination. This amplified the power of his speeches. Beyond logos, King's credibility and moral authority shone through. His words weren't just logical, they were filled with deep conviction. He wasn't just a charismatic speaker, he was a leader who led by example. He was a man who endured jail sentences and faced fire hoses in his pursuit of justice. This courage was a reflection of his character. His unwavering commitment to nonviolent action gave his words undeniable moral weight. This commitment became a lasting part of his legacy. King's mastery of language, particularly the use of repetition in the phrase "I have a dream," was evident. This simple but powerful refrain was like a drumbeat driving home the message of hope and equality. He used vivid imagery, painting pictures with his words. The impact of the "I Have a Dream" speech was immediate and profound, and it galvanized the civil rights movement. It helped to shift public opinion and made it increasingly difficult for people to ignore the injustices faced by African Americans. The speech's legacy continues to inspire generations to fight for equality. King's "I Have a Dream" speech wasn't just a speech, it was a call, an awakening. It was a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness, a promise. It showed that change is possible and every individual can be a part of that change. It reminded us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, the human spirit can prevail. This wasn't just a movement, it was a belief. It taught us that the fight for justice isn't a spectator sport. It requires active participation, that we all have a role to play in building a more just society. Every individual's contribution matters. King's words still resonate today, reminding us that the dream of equality isn't a destination, but a journey. Every step on this journey is important. His legacy calls us to confront injustice in all its forms and to never give up on imagining a world where equality reigns. This dream is our shared responsibility. Let us honor his memory by continuing the fight for a more just and compassionate world. Let freedom ring. This is the legacy of us all.